ArsenalFanTV, Chris, I know you've been very positive over the past few weeks. You said that, I think, bad timing on that, by the way, but RIP, the WOBs. But today's performance, it's for me, it's not about getting beaten. Manchester City, a quality team, it's the manner of the performance. That second half performance was terrible.
Yeah, I mean, before we go too much into us, let's just say we lost to the better team. Justice was done. They absolutely hammered us today. And they are a world-class team. Let's make no bones about that. They've got a world-class manager.
But they're missing. They're missing Aguero. They're missing Fernandinho, like the heartbeat of their midfield. They're missing Gundogan. There was no Stones today. I know. Listen, we know it's City. They've got loads of quality players, but they're missing a lot of their key players. And the way they took us apart in that second half, we didn't get a touch of the ball.
Yeah, they absolutely pummeled us in terms of possession, and we even got the gift of the early goal, and that's what makes it so disappointing, to be honest. But like you mentioned those names, but in fact the two names I mentioned to you, Everton, De Bruyne and Silva, were the difference between the two teams today, because they both assisted the goals, and De Bruyne ran a show. He's the best player on the pitch, and so before we get too upset about us, we have to just say they are aware. I mean, this team beat Barcelona 3-1 here recently, and they've got
a lot of fans here saying the league's over now. Would you agree with that?
All right, put it this way: we were 9 points, so top of the league at this time last week on Saturday night, and now we're 9 points behind. So that shows you a week is a long time.
Top of the league when?
After Stoke game last week.
Yeah.
So a week is a long time in football, right? So if that can happen in 1 week, then the reverse can certainly happen. We're not even halfway through the season yet. I'm not waving the white flag or anything like that. And to be honest, Chelsea, we're only looking bad because Chelsea have been on an amazing run, 11 wins in a row. But they're not completely infallible. I mean, we smashed them 3-0 at home. I'm still not convinced over there, Cahill, Louise at defence. They're very reliant on Costa.
But we're not conceding goals, and that's the difference. Their last 3 games they've played, all right, Sunderland, West Brom, teams that you think, they'll smash. They didn't. They've got a goal, like we've got a goal today, but they're not conceding. We're conceding in every single game now.
You just hit the nail on the head. Even after Walcott scored today, I very much thought that's the first goal of the match, rather than we could shut up shop and defend and see out a 1-0 win. I never envisaged that in a million years, and we're not a 1-0 team. I think we've only had 1 or 2 1-0s this season. Chelsea are making a habit of it. They've won most of those 11 games. Half of them are about 1-0, I think, and that's the key difference between Chelsea and Arsenal. Defences win championships.
I think it's still the right man. It's still the right man for, we're seeing a lot of things today, what we see every year. And I think this is why a lot of people don't understand. I mean, it was just a City fan there just saying, what's the matter with you? It's only... But I think what they don't understand, we've been seeing this a lot of times over the years. And there's a lot of fans there now saying, here we go again. Same old, same old. Is he still the right man for the job?
Arsene Wenger is a world-class manager. He's only going to be appreciated once he's left this club, unfortunately. I'm not going to
At the moment, is he the right man for the job?
Of course he is. And even if he wasn't, it's very much half of the equation as well, because you have to say who would come in and do a better job. If you had had this conversation 2 years ago when, say, Guardiola was available, then maybe more of an argument could have been made to replace. But no, I mean, even if other managers were available, I still have faith in Arsene Wenger. My support with him is unwavering. But just to go back to the defences do win championships, and even though I feel like we're defending better this season, it's still 12 games in all competitions without a clean sheet, and you can't win leagues like that, unfortunately. You have to be in the top 2 defences. And I am going to be slightly negative about Arsenal. I feel something that relates to both today and the Everton match, actually, relates to a conversation that we had in Switzerland a couple of weeks ago, where we discussed the team selection. That was very much with a mind on the League Cup and assessing why we're playing such a strong team in Switzerland for what was an irrelevant game. And I get that we won and everything, great that we went through and won that night, but really what we both failed to analyse was the knock-on effect that it was going to have in the forthcoming Premier League games, because that was in the middle of 2 weeks where we had 5 games, 4 of which were away from home, and coming up to the Christmas period as well. And I feel that in both the Everton and the Man City games, we've just looked very leggy. Look, let's get this right. Today and the Everton match wasn't the worst performance in the world. It was basically average. It was solid. We didn't play badly today.
I thought the second half was shocking.
Yeah, but City were awesome as well. They
because we let them. We didn't even get in their half. I mean, there was nobody got on the ball. We were shocking. City were brilliant in that second half, but we allowed them to. We didn't even string two passes. Even we got the ball, we just passed it straight back to them. I mean, it was, for me personally, as one of the worst halves of performances I've seen from an Arsenal team for, possibly when we lost 6-0 to Chelsea. Yeah, terrible.
I've seen worse. No, man, look, they made us look bad, but they're excellent at keeping possession, and we were very limited in terms of chances we created. But, you know, I think we can just concentrate on the Champions League now, maybe. If you're not going to take the league seriously, let's just go. Look, you might laugh, but I think there's an omen this year. Cardiff is where the final is. Cardiff is a good ground for us in terms of cup finals. We're going to beat Bayern Munich easy, man. Let's just put all our eggs in the Champions League.
Don't say nothing.
If you're going to give up,
you said already about the RIP. Don't say nothing.
Champions League, here we come.